Luke Humphries, congratulations. The title defence has started. Overall, how would you assess your own performance?
Yeah, do you know what? The first set was a strange one because I felt like I scored really well, got myself into pole position to win it, and then the double five sort of threw me for some weird reason. I don't think any double was kind of close to the double seven weren't really close, and yeah, that first set I kind of ruin missed darts, but kind of do what I do, stay on it, and the scoring was really good. So yeah, I suppose the takeaway from the game was scoring was top notch with the new darts, or the different darts,
What changes have you made?
Honestly, like a lot of people probably looked at my setup there and would have gone, well, what's different? But for someone like me, yeah, it's got different darts. It's the same style. It's exactly the same I usually threw last year. A different set though. I got the switch points in now, so I can change it when I need to, and they're a different flight. They're not. They're the same design,
different micron,
but they're different. Yeah, they are different. So it was really nice to play really well with my first game. But I've been practicing really well with them, so I had to change. I
was going to say, for the flights, is this had to, I know you didn't want to, but because they physically didn't make them anymore, was it important that you made that break quickly?
Yeah, I put them in my darts like after Saudi. I had 6 days with them. I seen them in the draw and I was like, let me just try them and see what happens this time. And I was scoring really well with them, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just try them and see how they go. One step at a time. Obviously, I want to get the design that's to do with me, but I thought let's go with the same design but different flight, and yeah, they worked well, so it was good for me. And I've been practicing really well. So there's no excuse to not go up and play well on the stage as well.
Now you've proved yourself that you can play with a different thickness flight.
Yeah.
Are you going to go to your own design like most dart players do? You've seen a new shirt and everything else. We're going to get like brand Humphries now.
Yeah, because sometimes it's a little bit like my brand is not the same. It's like I'm using a really sort of different dart, average dart that no one really sort of would look at and go, that looks beautiful. Points, obviously for me, I like to have that change because sometimes mine breaks, so it's nice to be able to change. But the flights, yeah, they kind of they mean nothing to me, but they also mean a lot to me because they help me. So it's nice that I've been able to break free from that chokehold they got on me from like having the same flights all the time. And yeah, once I get used to them with the same design, then I can maybe swap over to something different. Thank you.
Well done today, Luke.
Thank you.
Really refocused that now with the set. The start particularly heavy. Happy with that element of your game?
Yeah, definitely. Scoring element is always something that's pretty decent in my game. It's always the doubles and the below 120 odd that affects me sometimes, but it did in the first set. But after that, I sort of relaxed a little bit more into the game, and the scoring was fantastic. Doubles just need to sharpen up a little bit more.
It's been a busy start to the season. Obviously, the World Championship, straight into Saudi and Bahrain, and now here. How are the energy levels? Are you feeling good ahead of, I guess, the new season?
Yeah, I've been, since the world's been on a diet, more of a fitness diet to keep myself, because I feel like sometimes I've a little bit like let myself go a little bit. You don't exercise as much, you don't eat as healthy as much, and even though I've kept my natural weight that I've had for 4 or 5 years, you kind of have not, my body's not healthy. So I've been trying to keep myself really healthy, and yeah, I feel good. So that is what takes its toll on you. If you're not healthy body, healthy mind. So yeah, I feel good for the rest of the season.
You know that 4 or 5 years ago you made that move and you lost a lot of weight and you felt so much better for it. How difficult has it been over those 4 or 5 years to maintain that for the most part? It's a difficult life change.
Yeah, I guess yes and no. It's not been difficult to the fact of it's just about making little sacrifices, little choices to don't eat bad after a night. Tonight have a pasta instead of having something bad for yourself. So it's not like you're sacrificing so much. It's just about looking after yourself, but it's more about trying to keep them energy levels there. Exercising a bit more and eating a bit more healthier and stuff. And that's what I've been doing. And in the last 6 or 7 days, my body feels really good. So yeah, I feel like back to where I was 4 years ago.
Feel a little bit sort of ahead of the curve with that. We've seen Going Price, Peter Wright, a number of players have lost a little bit of weight. You were, I guess, there first with that, and maybe set the.
Yeah, I don't think I set the tone. I just maybe sort of inspired a few people to think about, not just darts, about everything, health and exercise, just everything that's involved in it. Because it's easy to go out there and throw darts, but it's important that when you go out there, you feel really energised and stuff. You feel flat and tired. Darts is really hard, so it's all about getting yourself in good shape and stuff. And obviously, I guess he's probably doing it himself, and Peter's doing it. So that little added extra 5% it can give you can really help me. Thank you.
congratulations on that win. Just on that point there, Josh was talking about how he got into shooting, you were the first one to start working out eating around himself in the shape. Are you almost the perfect role model for younger players to learn in professional games and to look up to and mould themselves after?
I don't know really, because each player is different. There have been so many great players over the years that have been overweight and been so successful, and there's been less players that have been in good shape and not been successful. So I don't know, to be honest. I just think that it does take a lot out of you, this life and this career, and you're better off being in good shape and in good energy levels, because if you're not, then especially when you're a little bit older, the younger generation will be okay. When you get to like 30s and your 40s, it's important that you do look after yourself. So when you're young, you get away with it, but I think the younger generation will appreciate that when you get a little bit older, things change. Joints and muscles get a little bit tighter and everything changes. But hopefully that maybe people will look at the young generation will look at it and go, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of inspiration from what I've done. Not just me, Gerwin as well, and Michael van Gerwen himself, and Jermaine did it once as well.
At what point did you decide,
January the 2nd this year. Obviously before that was on top of it. It was more like I'm eating alright, but you're not eating healthy. You're just maintaining. I wanted to be a bit more energetic, a little bit more like I'm here and I could last the whole night. I could go till 2 a.m. and not let it affect me. So just little changes. That's all it's all about.
Grandstand said that he was flirting with the idea of not doing the entire Pro Tour season, just taking the hit in mind of not being there in November. We thought more about that and what the schedule might be this year. Are you going to play any Pro Tours at all?
Yeah, I probably will play a few. It all depends, because like for me, I looked at the calendars. Like some of it's really, really tough. You could be away 10 days and then have 2 days at home, then you're away for another 7. So I'll definitely play the Wigan ones. I think that was the key for me. I think it's 10. I'll play them. Maybe play a couple others. It all depends on how I'm feeling at the time, if I want to do it or not. I have changed my mind to the fact that I will do some. Just probably 40-50% if I'm lucky. So, and if it don't get me in, then I'll accept the fact. But I unfortunately, with the position I'm in, I just can't commit to full time on the Players Championships. But I do still enjoy it. But the Wigan ones I'll definitely play, and then maybe a few after that. Thank you.
Well done for tonight. Along with the fitness thing, substance go was training amongst darts players who've spoken tonight about with psychologists and on your mind as well. So is that something you've been doing, or can you continue? Or?
Yeah, I've not really been doing anything psychologically, to be fair. It's more about just getting my body feeling good and healthy. And if you do feel that, then your mind feels healthy. So yeah, nothing too strenuous. I'm just going back to where I was maybe 4 years ago, trying to exercise a bit more and eating even more healthy than I usually do. These type of things and making better choices. That does help you.
Going back to this tournament, was it nice to come in as a sort of defending champion and think, walk in with
it's always great to be a defending champion of any tournament. If you're defending, it's a good feeling because you've won the tournament before. So I had great fond memories of this tournament last year, and obviously I'm going to hope that I have some great fond memories again this year. But it's a cutthroat one. If you're not eating doubles and you're punishing yourself like I did in the first set against Dave, it could be a hard game, hard night for yourself. So yeah, obviously really pleased with the way it ended, but we need to sort of patch up them doubles a little bit.
The doubles is the next question. Is it something you're going to practice tomorrow, or just going to be chill out tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Obviously, I'm going to be here before I play. The schedule still stays the same. I'll turn up here like 3-4 hours before I play. But maybe practice doubles a little bit more, because obviously with the new setup and all those type of things, sometimes you feel scoring's easy. The doubles are the ones that really can make the difference with something new when you're playing something new. So maybe I need to up the practice on that maybe. Thank you. Cheers.
Congratulations, Luke.
Thank you, mate.
New shirt, new setup, healthy lifestyle to start the year. Does it feel like a fresh start for you?
Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of like in reinventing yourself. I've achieved so much, and the last 3 years have been fantastic. I achieved so much, being world champion, Premier League champion, match play champion, World Cup champion. But now it's like, how much more can you win? Can you win more? So trying to reinvent myself, trying to put myself in the best position I physically can to make myself in the best condition I can be. Because obviously when you get older, as you know, things get harder, things get tougher. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's best to like look after yourself a little bit extra, and you know, hopefully like, it does pay dividends in the end.
And these first round matches are notoriously a spring. So losing that first set, does it become a bit of like a tightrope walk then?
A little bit, yeah. It's a little bit like panic motions. If you lose that first leg against Dave in the second set, then it can be tough for you, because you have to be perfect in the next two legs, and 2-0 down. It's kind of like you can't make a mistake. You can't lose 2 legs on the trot. So it is hard, but I managed to find my scoring form in the end there, and it really did help me out. So that as you see through the game, that scoring power really did show.
And Luke Humphries next, he averaged over 106 tonight. Is he becoming sort of a player to dodge in these types of tournaments?
I mean, no, yes and no. I mean, I'm not going to say he is one to dodge. I'm not going to say he's one not to dodge, but he's not the type of player that I'm going to say I'm scared to play. But also, he's not the type of player you want to draw first game. Do you know what I mean? So, he's obviously playing really well. He's getting a little bit of experience and starting to get his game where it needs to be. And fair play to him. But of course, my scoring power is really, really hard to deal with sometimes when I'm on it, and he showed tonight that his scoring power when he's on it is hard to deal with as well. So, for me, it's going to be a good game, and I'll take away one thing, is that I can't be missing doubles like I did in that first set against him, because he'll beat me, and if I'm not missing doubles, then it's going to be a tough game for him.